Well, we're getting to the tail end of spring football. Some different drills that we did today. We did work on kicking, and we had a third down live scrimmage situation. And there were certainly some good things that came out of that. I thought our defense probably had a little bit more of the upper hand, but those are good situations. We'll have a close scrimmage on Saturday and then get ourselves ready for our spring game. So, questions?
Did you like, I know you said after Tuesday, I mean, you always want to get a good day, good practice, but you thought this was an important day to get a lot of work done and get it accomplished. Did you feel that way today for the most part?
We had blocked out a lot of things. I'll have to say I'm going to reserve my judgment till I watch the tape, but it was maybe a little bit less crisp than what I would like. But we'll take a look at the tape, and we're still some of our proven guys are out there working hard, but we're really looking for some younger players, particularly at the safety position, to see which one of those younger guys is really going to step at the forefront and seize an opportunity.
You went a little long today, just trying to get more out of these guys, or?
I think we're pretty close to being on schedule. I had scripted a little bit longer. We really worked hard on our kickoff and kickoff return. That's something that's an element where we haven't focused much on in the spring in the past, and I don't know if you had recollections of the San Diego State game, but it's something that we need to work on.
With the scrimmage on Saturday, will it be, at least as you know, similar to what you guys did in Casper, number of plays? You feel like you can maybe do more with some guys back, or do you really know yet how you'd like to see that
No,
done?
we do. Unless something changes, we'll strive to get 100. And the spring game is really an important event. It's going to be an important day for our players to get a game-like situation, but our evaluation, a lot of it's going to be done beforehand. So this Saturday is going to be a really critical day, and so we want to extend that number of plays if we can, and a lot of that's contingent upon our center position. Gavin Rush was back out there today, and so that should give us some more depth that allow us to go longer.
At the cornerback spot, do you like kind of having maybe a few more guys back this year? I know Noodles is not out there, but
No.
Altogether, just the guys you have returning at that position.
Well, it's certainly been helpful, and you've seen some of the guys continue to improve with repetition. Rico Gafford and Robert Priester played a lot, but Tyler Hall has had an outstanding spring, and it seems like the more repetition, the more opportunities he has, the higher his stock goes. And so that's been encouraging. And, we're disappointed with some of the guys not being out there in the spring, but those are the decisions that we've made, and these other guys are taking advantage of the repetition they have.
Do you like that competition at some of your deeper positions, seeing push guys a little bit more?
Yeah, we really do. When the team really begins to make some improvement, typically it's because of depth, and that depth provides a lot of competition, and that's really good for a football team. One of the best pep talks I know is, you're not playing so well, the other guy's going in, he's playing well. And every day they go out there and we evaluate these guys, and they get graded, and so competition is really helping, and I think we're becoming more of a deeper, more experienced football team.
I would assume each practice that you have, Josh Allen feels more comfortable with his wide receivers. What have you noticed about that?
Well, it's a great question. I think they're getting in more of a rhythm. What we found was that, the go-to with Tanner and he really, that wasn't in place during the spring. That kind of came about during the course of the fall. And so he certainly needs to feel comfortable with the timing and the routes, and these receivers need to feel comfortable with how he's throwing. There's some good things that's going on. There's some things that we, as a head coach, you don't want to see any interceptions. We had a couple today, and I'm going to attribute that to good defensive play.
Craig, you mentioned those two young safeties, and Josh and Elijah. You liking what you see? It's just no one's really separating themselves yet, or what are you seeing, I guess, right now?
Seeing a little bit more physicality by Elijah. Josh, wasn't able to play in the fall, and so we're still continuing to evaluate those guys. But I think Elijah's really had some good practice reps and then some live reps. So we're encouraged about that, and we're going to continue to evaluate Josh as we go. But that spot is really we feel like we got two really good players, Wingert and Epps, but typically you're going to have somebody go down during the year and trying to find that third guy.
Sure.
just in terms of the guys with illness, are most of those guys back now, or will be back by Saturday for the most
I
part?
think almost all those guys are past the flu. And boy, it was a nasty bug. I mean, there's some guys that lost, I wish I could get it. I mean, lose 16 pounds or something, but that was a joke. Deadpan. No, it was hard on us, and I think it went through campus, but those guys have all responded, they're back.
Feel good health-wise where you're at right now, aside from, you know, the lingering illnesses, anything new or anything, or you feel good where you're at health-wise right now?
Yeah, we really do. You know, there's a couple guys, you know, that are out. Boyd Drager's got a concussion, and, you know, those are symptoms that they got to heal on their own pace. But outside of that, I think we're in pretty good shape. You know, with spring football, you're going to have some bumps and bruises, some challenges, and we're continuing to move forward.